So you don't want to do that. So do not close a card if you owe something on it. You've got to wait till you pay it off, then you can go ahead and close that particular card. Some people think if I close this card, they're going to stop charging me the interest and this, that, and the other. That's not how it works. So don't close that card unless you have a zero balance if you're going to close the card. If you don't use the card and they charge you an annual fee. So if you got a card, whether it's regular, quote unquote regular, or if it's a secured card and they're charging you an annual fee, but you don't use it at all, then you might want to go ahead and bite the bullet and go ahead and close that card. Again, if it's a shorter time that you've had this card, better. Even better for you, okay? So you can close it if they're going to give you an annual fee and you don't even use the card. If it's, and I've seen annual fees of $75, $125 a year for a card that you don't even use, that doesn't make sense at all. So you can go ahead and close that card. You have a well-established credit history. So if you already got a well-established credit history, this week I had someone come to me, their length of history is like 21 years or something of that nature. So you talk about well-established, that's the well-established credit history. So if you got a well-established credit history, closing that card won't hurt your length of history, right? So if you've got a well-established one already, then boom, go ahead, knock yourself out, close that card. Number 5, you've got good or excellent credit score. So if you got a good or excellent credit score, you might be able to go ahead and take that hit because your credit score could and will go down. You know, the amount of limits that you have are going to go down if you close a card, things of that nature. So you will take a hit if you close the card. Of course, that length of history is going to hit you a little bit depending on where it sits. So you can incur some negative when it comes to that. But everything isn't about your credit score. Some things about just being positive for you financially and whatnot. And if that card's going to cause you any kind of issue, you lost it, you haven't used it in 4 or 5 years, knock yourself out. Go ahead, close that credit card. So those are kind of the things that you want to do. You want to be able to close. So to end this today, you want the best score possible to get the best possible interest rate. Lower rates means less money you have to spend. So the better score could mean a whole lot to your budget. So when you're doing your budget, you can still have room in there for that latte that you want, for that night out with the girls or the night out with the fellas. You can still go on that trip because you've saved if you've got a better credit score. At the end of the day, that's what's going to help you. So while you're doing all these other financial things, no, you're picking up a second job. You're trying to make your side hustle earn you $100 a day or whatever it is. And all the people and all the gurus that you're listening to help you with your business, your side hustle, or your main job. How to get more money on your main job, how to get more commission, more bonus, things of that nature. You're getting those things for one, probably so you can save, maybe to get out some debt, maybe to afford some additional things that you would like in life or whatever, send your kids to private school or buy you a vehicle or buy you a boat or whatever, or get in a better neighborhood or a bigger house, whatever it is that you're doing. When you're doing all of these things, credit is a very important part of this. And the better your credit score, the better it is. I know too many people that hustle hard. They hustle really hard. They have their own businesses, whether it's standalone, it's a standalone business, or they work a job and then they work something on the side on the weekends or at night or whatever it is, that do those things to try to gain that additional money, try to gain that extra bag. Their goal is to leave their job. They want to leave their job and create, their business to be their full-time thing. They do that and they ignore their credit. You can't ignore your credit because you're going to need that as well. If you've got good credit already, it's going to lower things for you. You don't have to pay as much on that credit card that we talked about that you're helping finance your business. If you've got better credit, you don't have to pay the deposit when you go get the new cell phone to help you with your business, because you need the latest and the greatest so you can work faster, and you're going to use your phone, or you're going to buy out there to finance that iPad when it because AT&T and whoever else has the iPad. You're going to do those things. You don't have to pay the deposits on them. When you get that big new house that you want, you don't have to pay the deposit down for the utility bills that might be coming on your credit report soon, right? You don't have to pay those kinds of things. Better credit, you've got that brand new shiny car that you want or you already have. Better credit helps with your insurance rates. So your insurance rates go down. Yep, you bought an $80,000 vehicle, so of course your insurance should be higher than somebody that's got a $30,000 vehicle, but it won't be as high if you've got good credit. So credit impacts a lot of things in your life. You need to get there. Make it all a part of your strategy. It's not compartmentalized, like here's my credit part, here's my savings part, here's how much money I make, here's what my side hustle is going to get me. You need to put them all together and look at it on the grand scale, from the 50-foot view all the way down to the macro. How much money you're spending on a daily basis as well, if you want to save money and be able to afford things that you want and things that you need as well. So look, that's it for today, you guys. Come back next week. I absolutely will be here next week. Come back next week listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. And please like the show. Like, share the show, as well as send me questions. You got questions, send me those questions. Contact me in all those places. You know how I got to do before I get out of here. Kobe, Cameron, Carter, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm out.